Hello everyone, welcome. This is the Douglas Review. Joining us today is Suzanne Lengewa, who is the youngest and also the only female candidate running for the Nairobi Senate seat in the August 8th, 2017 election as an independent candidate. Welcome, Susan.
Thank you.
Join us for this conversation to hear more about what she has to offer as a leader. You are a person that Kenyans would call fresh blood in politics. What are some of the major things that you feel are wrong with the current leadership in Kenya today?
Wow, so many things. But I think the one thing that is very wrong with our leadership is just the lack of commitment to serving the people and real compassion for the citizens of this country. I think that's the main problem, and because of that, it manifests in a lot of ways, like corruption and tribalism and things like those. So I think commitment and compassion, those are the two main things that are lacking in our leadership.
Considering all that, what are the main issues on your political agenda?
That's actually why I went for the Senate, because through the Senate I could be able to give commitment and lead and compassion towards the people, in holding the county accountable for what they're supposed to do, through my oversight role. And so through the Senate I can be able to bring in compassion and commitment towards the people so that we can have results that we expect, that we are supposed to have. The oversight rule generally has the Senate overseeing the affairs of the county in terms of development and even recurrent expenditure and things like those. Also through the Senate, I could be able to sit in the County Development Board that decides the amount of money that is allocated towards various things within the county, be it health, be it infrastructure, be it whatever it might be. And so once those roles are decided, once those funds are decided, then through the structures that are in place, like the Auditor General and the EACC, we can hold the county accountable to the people, as per the budgets that were made, as per the promises that were made. And that's my oversight rule. My main agenda is through my Boresha Nairobi plan, which just means make Nairobi better. So in that Boresha Nairobi plan, I have four main pillars, which is the youth, health, water and sanitation, and housing. In my view, these are the main issues that plague us as Nairobians. If we talk about youth unemployment, about 65% of us are unemployed, as I mentioned earlier. And so the main way we can deal with this is through being able to revive the technical universities and the polytechnic universities to be able to offer the degrees that they used to offer, the courses that they used to offer on technical skills. And therefore, through those technical skills, we can make use of the youth fund and the Uwezo fund that have been made available to us by the national government. In addition to that, we can have technical hubs within each constituency in Nairobi. Every one of them of the 17 constituencies in Nairobi, so that more youth can be able to access that technical skill in a cheaper way, through the county government in partnership with private partners or developmental partners. The second pillar is health. Now, I've talked extensively about health, so I just want to make sure that health is accessible, that health is available, as well as health is affordable. Because yes, the government has made maternity health care free, but if you look at Nairobi, especially like in an area like Embakasi West, the place has 6 public hospitals, and yet there's a population of about 184,000 people. And so how are these people able to access that healthcare? And it's actually a shock, because 46% of the mothers in Embakasi West do not deliver in a public health facility. They don't deliver in under-skilled healthcare. And so that is a big problem. It's heard of in other parts of the country, but in Nairobi, that is unheard of. So those are some of the things that we would like to address by making sure that there's proper funding in the healthcare system, so that more people can be able to access affordable healthcare and the services that are available to them. So we can talk about water and sanitation, which includes the sewer system as well. Now, did you know that the sewer system in Nairobi was actually constructed in the year 1961, and it's only meant to accommodate 1 million people? Now, the sewer system has never been expanded since then, and we are about 3 million people. So the sewer is extremely choked, and therefore that is something we have to address. It's a wonder, why hasn't this ever been addressed, and yet the development budget uptake is only at 29.9%. I mean, the other 70% could be able to address issues like those. And so those are some of the things I would like to address when I'm at the Senate, just in partnership with the county government and through my oversight role, and being able to give my input